Hello everyone, my name is Christian and welcome to my hobby blog. So today we are going to discuss all my latest pickups in terms of films. So first and foremost is the Grindhouse video sale that they had. These are mostly era video titles that they had on sale. So I picked up a lot. I'm excited to show you guys. And I also got a couple of Vinegar Syndrome releases. So why I bought a few Vinegar Syndrome releases is that the sale is coming next month, and so a lot of the titles that they have, they're running low on the limited edition slipcovers, so I wanted to go ahead and just knock out all the movies that I wanted to get on slipcover before they sold out. So if you want to know why I paid a slightly higher amount than usual on those titles, because every Vinegar Syndrome release that I've seen with slipcovers after the fact, when it's all, out of print, they become easily $100 to $150 each. So in my mind, I justified the $20 or so as totally okay. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and show stuff that I've already discussed, because I had two orders for Grindhouse video, and the first one came in a couple weeks ago, and then the second one just came in yesterday. So I'm shooting this on April 24th. It came in, and today's Saturday, and on Friday it came in. So I finally have everything I need, and the Vinegar Syndrome also showed up yesterday. So lots of pickups. The first release that I got was the Stray Cat Rock collection. So as of filming this, I have watched 3 of these movies. Delinquent Girl Boss, movie 1, Wild Jumbo, number 2, and Sex Hunter. My favorite so far has been Wild Jumbo. I love a good heist, and all the characters are just kind of amazing. And Sex Hunter is my second favorite, and Delinquent Girl Boss, the original film in the Stray Cat Rock collection, is my least favorite right now. It didn't have much going for it, but the other 2 films are awesome. I really enjoy it, and I can't wait to watch the other 2 films. There's 5 movies. So for $20, I got 5 movies, $4 each. So this is the next one that came in on my first order of Grindhouse videos, the Dead or Alive Trilogy by Takashi Miike. Takashi Miike is one of my favorite directors ever. I love him. Gotsu, Happiness of the Katakeris, Audition, Dead or Alive, Ichi the Killer, lots of great movies by him. And this is a Yakuza gangster trilogy. One thing that everybody should know about Takashi Miike is that each one of his movies, 90% of it is like by the numbers, like easy. And then the last 5 minutes is just total bullshit, craziness, off the wall. Like, it's amazing. And the third movie, it's like a Yakuza gangster movie, like The Godfather, the entire time. In the last 5 minutes, they fight a giant penised robot. And I don't get it. I don't know why Takashi Miike is like this, but these movies are great. I'm so excited to finally have it. Okay, so this is the Shinya Tsukamoto collection. It has Tetsuo the Iron Man, the sequel to it, Tetsuo 2, and it has a bunch of other movies. One of which is called The Killing, which I'm really excited to watch. I love samurai films. I haven't watched any of this guy's movies, but this was like $50 for 10 movies. Like, that's pretty good. $5 a movie. And you get a bunch of documentaries. You get commentary tracks for every single movie, which you don't get all the time. So I'm really happy to have this. They did have a limited edition version that comes with a booklet of essays, and it was double the price that I paid for it. It was $100 to get an extra booklet. I don't believe in that. And so I bought the standard edition box set. I'm happy to finally have it because everyone tells me that Tetsuo the Iron Man is fucking batshit crazy. And I can't wait to watch it. Okay, so now we're going to go through movies that I haven't shown off yet that I got. And most of these are still sealed. In the second order that I got from Grindhouse Video, I got 5 movies. I thought I got 6. Yeah, I thought I got 6, but I ended up on 5, apparently. I looked at my order history, and it said 5, so. First one was Robocop. I remember watching this as a child, like, sick at home, watching the intro to this movie, and watching all the squibs and the car crashes and everything go off. I loved it. And for some reason I changed the channel. I probably changed it to like Ancient Aliens or some bullshit. I never finished it, so I'm really happy to have this release. And one thing that I noticed is that this entire paragraph right here, those are all special features and documentaries and interviews and audio commentary tracks. So there's a lot of punch to this release. I'm so happy to finally have this. I can't wait to watch it. It has that guy from Twin Peaks, who I don't remember the name of. But I'm really happy to finally have Robocop. Yes. Okay, so this one was an accidental buy, actually. It is The Possessed. I have the original poster showing, but there was a movie called Possession from the 1980s that was filmed at the Berlin Wall, and I meant to get that, but I saw this, and it had the same color scheme as that movie, and it's called The Possession, and I thought it was this movie, so I bought it, and I watched it tonight, actually, and it's good, but it's not what I wanted, so I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. It was a noir film. I don't like that genre at all. But there's some really cool shots in this movie where they like changed the color grading in this film and really like ramped up the contrast. So I may trade this. I did not mean to get this. I wanted Possession by a Romanian director. Not this. This is a 1965 film, which is okay. There's lots of movies from the 60s and 50s that I love, but not this. So this next one I am finally owning. It's one of my favorite Frank Henenlotter films. He also directed Basket Case, which is one of my favorite cult films. This is Brain Damage. I hate that it's blue plastic, but I don't blame Error Video for not having the supply chain totally straight, but Brain Damage is such a great movie. Will made us watch it for class, and I'd already seen it, thankfully, and it, like, every time I watch it, there's something new that I find to laugh at. It is so funny. I love the puppet. He's just constantly like, just the entire time while saying the most fucked up shit ever. And it's really weird. Basket Case is a better film in my opinion, but Brain Damage has so much charm to it. It's really hard to explain, but I do wish I had the slipcover for it, because most copies of this film had slipcovers, but I guess I'm settling with the blue plastic. So, yeah, Brain Damage. So this one is actually a slipcover movie. This is a recent release that Error Video has done. We're still in the Grindhouse Video haul, and this is Zombie for Sale. Capitalism infects the zombie apocalypse. So I actually got this because I watched the trailer that Era Video put out, and it looked like such fun and craziness that I just could not resist buying this. It was like $15. This is one of the 70% off films that they had. And I love One Cut of the Dead. I think it's the same people as this movie. And One Cut of the Dead, I think, is a perfect movie. Everything about it is so well made. It's a very great look at the genre of zombie films. And this has been making huge waves in the film collecting community. So I'm really happy to finally own this. And it's a slipcover. I love slipcovers by Era Video. So, Zombie for Sale. So this is the final movie that I got from the Grindhouse video sale. It's not even a movie, it's a trilogy. And so, this is Takashi Miike's The Black Society Trilogy. I've seen one of these movies, Rainy Dog. It's another Yakuza trilogy. It's like the Dead or Alive trilogy. I'm just excited to have more Takashi Miike. I mean, come on. I don't know anything else about the other movies. It's a really sick set. I'm happy to have it. So, this is my last Grindhouse video that I got. So, yeah. Okay, so now we're going into the Vinegar Syndrome limited edition slipcovers that I bought. Because I have a feeling that by the time that I get around to buying the titles that I want during the sale, they're all going to be sold out. So I went ahead and bought a couple of the movies that I wanted to get. So first and foremost is Fade to Black. This is not the original slipcover. This is the second one that they had. I've already seen this movie. That's why you don't see it in the shrink plastic. It was pretty good. The kills are amazing, but that's about it. Mickey Rourke is in this film. And he's really popular in that everyone knows him as the electric guy in Iron Man 2. He was in The Wrestler by Darren Aronofsky. It's just okay, but I could always resell it. So the next one is one that I had on my mind for a while. But if you remember my Vinegar Syndrome best of video with Will, you will remember that he said that this movie was one of his favorites. And there was a lot of funny behind the scenes going on with this movie. And that is Dolly Dearest. This slipcover, so every Vinegar Syndrome release has the sickest slipcovers ever. I love it. Like, look at this. This is the Dial Code Santa Claus, which is, I should say, one of my favorite Christmas movies ever. Home Alone totally took off of it, but every slipcover that they make is so high quality. And it makes me jealous for people who have every release of theirs in slipcover. But this movie is a Child's Play ripoff, made in Mexico, I believe, by a female director who mostly specialized in like the sexploitation genre, is what Will said. And so I'm really excited to finally have this. It actually had like a couple hundred more copies left. So I'm happy I got this. I knew this was going to get out of print before the sale, or at least during the sale. So I haven't watched it. I will. I promise. But yeah, Dolly Dearest. So this next one is pretty exciting for me because as a huge Linnea Quigley fan who was Trash and Return of the Living Dead, the character who's named Trash, she's not actual Trash. She's actually pretty awesome and she's super hot. But I bought Nightmare Sisters on slipcover limited edition. So apparently a bunch of nerdy girls, you can see on the back here, they, I guess, turn into flesh-eating succubi, and then they rain hell on the community. It sounds pretty cool. So I'm excited to own this. I enjoy having high-quality slipcovers for my movies, as I said earlier. But you can't go wrong with nudity and softcore representation in your collection. So this is called Nightmare Sisters. I know next to nothing about it, except Linnea Quigley is in this, and she's a scream queen. And the other two women that are in this film are also scream queens. And so I'm excited to finally watch this. So this is the final slipcover Vinegar Syndrome release that I bought. This is another one that I had on my list for a while that I was going back and forth on. And then Will said, no, you need to own this. This is great. This is Flesh-Eating Mothers. I'm really excited to have this one because I'm a huge fan of weird plot lines. And from what Will told me during our Best of Vinegar Syndrome video, is that this movie is all about husbands who cheat on their wives and they get an sexually transmitted disease that turns their wives into zombies. I am sold from that plot line. And this is just such a great cover. She's got blood on her. She is just, you know, covered in blood. It's like she's pouring mashed potatoes on a baseball or something. I don't know. But that is Flesh-Eating Mothers. Seems like a Thanksgiving-themed movie, honestly. But I have it now. Okay, so that is the haul, all of this, that I got this weekend. I also threw in my first order for the Grindhouse video that I got. But lots of movies that I have to watch the next few weeks. I also pre-ordered the Donnie Darko 4K set. And I have the Christopher Lee set coming in that I pre-ordered back in like January or something. And so I also have the Era 4444 release of Anatomia Extinction coming. They're a new boutique Blu-ray company who specializes in Japanese cult films. They just released the lineup for, I think, June. Yeah, June. And it looks like a lot of fun. Lots of weird stuff. The movies that they're releasing for June, they pitched as David Lynch and David Cronenberg go to Japan and do acid, and then go to Adult Swim to pitch the movie. Sold! I'm excited to see how those releases are. So, thank you. That is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this watch. I am really excited to dive into all these movies. So, let me know what you got on the Grindhouse video sale and what Vinegar Syndrome releases you're excited to get during the sale. Thank you. Have a great day.